After the Jays got their offense going there in St. Louis, winning 8-1 and splitting that 2-game set against the Cardinals, the question was, are the Jays back? Did they find their hitting mojo again? However, they did go 2 for 4, 2 runners in scoring position in that game. So we're like, is it really back? With the off day yesterday, the Jays enjoyed it. Obviously, they enjoyed an off day. They were feeling good before the off day with the W. And they go out there today against Shohei Ohtani. And they light him up. And they win 6-3 over the L.A Angels and starting off this 4-game really big series against the Angels, against a team that is very good. And he started off very good. He had a pretty good start from Hyun-Jin Ryu. And you take advantage of Ohtani really not having his best stuff. And you make him pay for mistakes. And it doesn't take long. Top of the first inning, George Springer at the dish, gets a fastball down in the zone, and he gets barrel the ball and crushes it to center field, and it's gone. 48 career leadoff home runs for George Springer. That is incredible stuff from him. And the Jays, just like that, are out front early. A couple of batters later, Vladdy comes up, and he gets a hanger from Ohtani, and he crushes it. But it goes to the warning track, and it's caught. All right, that's the big thing going in today. Vladdy, who was a runner-up in the MVP, and Shohei Ohtani was the MVP. So those two going at it today, and Vladdy goes deep to the warning track, but he gets caught. And it's 1-0 Jays after the first. We go to the top of the third inning. Jays get a couple base runners on. Gurriel gets on. Springer gets on, right? You got 2 guys on here. Can you get that clutch hit? Well, Santiago Espinal hits a ball up the middle for a base hit, past a diving infielder. In comes Lourdes Gurriel Jr., and the Jays get a clutch RBI single from Santiago Espinal with the guy in scoring position. And the Jays are up 2-0 here. Next batter, Bo Bichette. He gets a curveball. Or was it a curveball? No matter what, it was a pitch up in the zone. And Bo drills it to left center field and it goes to the gap and all the way to the wall. Springer scores. Espinal scores. And the Jays get another clutch hit with runners in scoring position. And the Jays have now doubled up their lead. It is 4-0 off of Ohtani in the top half of the third inning. Wow. Bottom half of the third inning, they start to get a little rally going. Rengifo hits an RBI single. Brandon Marsh comes in to score. Shohei Ohtani hits into a fielder's choice. Velasquez comes in to score. But you got to give Ryu a ton of credit for that inning. That inning could have got a lot worse. And albeit, a couple of those hits were really soft, snot shot singles. Right? That I don't blame Ryu for it. I mean, he did a pretty good job in the inning, throwing some good pitches, but they were just hitting little bloopers. And what does he do? He gets Mike Trout, right? And then he gets Shohei Ohtani to ground into the fielder's choice. And really, that inning could have got a lot worse. He allows 2. But there's a really nice job stranding base runners and keeping it a 4-2 Jays lead. And he does a really good job in the 5th inning, getting out of it. In the top half of the 6th inning, Vladdy up for a third time after the striking out, looking at a fastball in the second at bat. And he gets an absolute hanging breaking ball, kind of on the outer half, but up. And Vladdy pulls this ball to left field. Question is it going to stay fair? It has the distance, and ding! Off the foul pole, it's gone! Off of Shohei Ohtani, Vladdy goes deep. And the Jays expand their lead. It's now a 5-2 game. Vladdy's now homered in back-to-back games. He's starting to get his mojo back. He hit a ball to the warning track in the first inning, and then one leaves the ballpark off of Ohtani in the 6th inning. You love to see it. And the Jays have put up a 5-piece after scoring 8 in the last game. And this is off Shohei Ohtani. So I didn't think Ohtani had his great stuff. He was hanging a lot of pitches. Matt Chapman had a couple hangers, just couldn't do anything with it. I really thought the Jays had a really nice approach to Ohtani. Yeah, they struck out a lot of guys, but who cares? You scored 5 runs. Doesn't matter how many guys you strike out. You can strike out every single guy. You allow 5 runs. Doesn't matter. Right? And the Jays' offense continues. The bullpen was phenomenal. Phelps did a great job getting out of danger. Great play by Kevin Biggio at first. Getting the hard-hit ground ball with runners in the corners with 1 out, stepping on the bag. Fired a seed to second base in a beautiful position. Both a nice tag. And they reviewed to see if the run crossed before. It did not, or at least it was too close to overturn. And it stays 5-2 Blue Jays, so a really big play there. And then in the top of the 9th inning, Danny Jansen gets a fastball up in the zone, and he crushes this thing to center field. Question is, doesn't have enough wings, and he does. Danny Jansen, there's 6 home runs in 12 games to start his season. His approach at the plate is phenomenal. He's getting a lot of pitches to hit, and even a ball like that where he probably shouldn't have hit it out of the ballpark, he does. And the Jays are now up 6-2. You got a 4-run lead. No need for Romano. Or I guess not. In a non-save situation, you're up by 4. You're already through Trout and Ohtani. Not really sure why Romano's going out there for the bottom half of the 9th inning, but whatever. He gives up an RBI ground to Brandon Marsh. Danny Duffy comes in to score, and that's all there is to it. The problem is Romano is not available tomorrow now. I hate it. In a non-save situation where clearly you're cruising, your pitching staff's cruising. Adam Simmer didn't throw many pitches, so I don't know why you couldn't have started him in that inning and see how it went. But they decided to go with Romano. He gives up a run. And it's 6-3 final. And the Blue Jays have won back-to-back games. They scored 8 runs in the last game. They've scored 6 today. They got some clutch knocks with guys in scoring position in that 3rd inning. And they got obviously 3 solo bombs as well. So they did a really nice job offensively today, getting the clutch hits, getting the long ball, playing some nice defense, and having some really, really good pitching. Let's get to the team stats real quick. The team overall only had 7 hits in the day. But you got to remember, you are facing Shohei Ohtani. Yes, they did get all those hits against Ohtani. I get it. And all those runs against Ohtani, I understand that. But you're still facing Shohei Ohtani. The team had 15 strikeouts. I mean, Ohtani was dealing when it comes to the K, but he was giving up the long ball. He had 2 bombs and then a 2-run double, right? So a lot of extra base pop today from the Jays off of Ohtani. Springer went 2 for 4 in the game with a couple runs scored and his home run. And Bo Bichette went 2 for 4, obviously had 2 RBIs in the game. So he's starting to find his stride. Vladdy's starting to find his stride. Santiago Espinal just kind of cruising there in that second hole. Really, because there's so much lineup protection for the kids. So you love what you're seeing from Santiago. And obviously defensively, you know what you're going to get. So offensively, yeah, you got the clutch hits. You got some long balls. Overall, the team stats aren't the greatest, offensively. But you got the big hits. And who cares otherwise, right? That's all that matters. The team got it done. They scored 6 apiece. They had 6 against Ohtani. They scored 8 against Jordan Hicks and the Cardinals a couple days ago. You love what you're seeing from the Jays offense. The question is, how long is this going to continue, right? Is it just a little spurt in the road? I don't know, but you got it off Ohtani. That's a really good sign moving forward. Pitching-wise, Hyunjin Ryu, again, I thought it was really good. A lot of soft contact, a lot of little bloopers. They had 6 hits over 5 innings, but I counted at least 3 of those were little bloopers. Now, yeah, they had a couple balls hit fairly deep, but so did the Jays that didn't leave the ballpark. So I thought Ryu overall puts a pretty good game. 5 innings, 6 hits allowed, 2 runs, obviously in that 1 inning, 1 strikeout, and walked 1 guy. And it's crazy. Mike Trout, I believe he's like 0 for 12 or 0 for 13 in his career against Ryu. It's crazy. The guy does not have a hit against Hyunjin Ryu in his career. It's wild. It's absolutely incredible. And Ryu, once again, kept that in check today. Him and Trout and Ohtani did not hurt him today. Yeah, an RBI ground out in the 3rd inning, whatever. But other than that, did a great job keeping those guys quiet. And when you do that against this lineup, you're putting yourself in a spot to succeed. And that's what happened, right? Other than a couple of bloop snot shots and then a fielder's choice, right? The Jays held them in check, and it's because Trout and Ohtani did not impose their will. They didn't impose themselves on this game because the Jays did a really good job containing those guys today. So it was a really nice job from him. David Phelps obviously went in inning, allowed a couple hits again, little soft singles up the middle. Nothing crazy going on there, but found a way to get out of it off a nice play from Biggio. Jimmy Garcia went out there. He was phenomenal. Went in inning, 3 strikeouts. Just bang, bang, bang. See you later. Have a good night. And Adam Simber with a clean inning of work. No hits, no walks, no runs, no strikeouts. Just a clean inning for Adam Simber. He's been phenomenal this season. And Jordan Romano goes in inning, obviously a non-save situation. Allows 1 hit. They might switch it to 2 hits because I don't know why they give an error to Jordan Romano. It was a comebacker that went off his glove. I'm not really sure why that's an error, but so be it. They say it was an error. It was an unearned run. Did have a strikeout. Struck out Velasquez. Velasquez? I think it's Velasquez to end the game. That's a big strikeout there, right? Can you, imagine... That's a walk. It's a 3-2 pitch. Imagine if he walks there. You're bringing the tying run to the plate, and it's the top of the lineup. You're 1 player away from Mike Trout and Ohtani. You don't want that. So a big strikeout there to end the ball game. And the Jays now won back-to-back games. They're 24-20 on the season. I mean, a lot of good things to come from a game like this. We all stayed up stupid late to watch this ball game, and we saw a very good finish. Now, on to the next one. Baseball's a great game. We love that they played a great game today, but got to keep going. Alek Manoah gets the ball for the Blue Jays tomorrow versus Chase Silseth. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with Silseth. That's a 10:07 first pitch. So half an hour later than today. Whoopie-doo. Don't worry, Jays fans. Just 2 of these before the 4:07 on Sunday. So just hang in there, Jays fans. A couple more to go. And hopefully they give us some good things to watch while we're staying up stupid late. All right, so game 2 of the 4-game set against the Angels goes tomorrow night. Like I said, Alek Manoah, Chase Silseth is the pitching matchup. 10:07 first pitch there. The Jays looking for the 3rd consecutive victory. And if they win that, at the very least, you get a split. So, hey, you got arguably your ace on the mound tomorrow, and you could say that, out of all the pitchers the Jays have, you had your worst, your number 5 starter going today, and you beat Shohei Ohtani. A big, big W today. You have your ace going tomorrow in Alek Manoah. How's it going to play out? We'll have to wait and see. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game this evening, smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys not already. Comment down below thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? The Twitter link is down below, so follow up, send me a DM to all that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Jays Edition, of course, tomorrow night. I guess technically it'll be Saturday morning. But another game will be on Friday night as the Jays take on the Angels in game 2 of the 4-game set. Alek Manoah, Chase Silseth is the pitching matchup tomorrow night, 10:07 in L.A. at Angels Stadium as the Jays will come in the 3rd consecutive game and the 2nd consecutive of the series. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the game tonight. We'll talk to you guys then.